Have you ever been so caught up in daily struggles that everything feels overwhelming? The stress, the worries, the endless to-do lists. It's easy to get lost in the small details and forget the bigger picture. But what if I told you that a simple shift in perspective could change everything? Imagine for a moment that you're looking at your life from above, like an eagle soaring high, seeing the entire landscape instead of just what's right in front of you. Suddenly, the problems that once seemed huge and all-consuming don't feel so big anymore. You see connections, opportunities, and clarity that weren't obvious before. This is the power of a view from above, a mindset shift inspired by Stoic wisdom, psychology, and modern mindfulness that allows you to detach from temporary stress and see life from a higher perspective. In today's video, we're going to explore how you can apply this powerful mental shift to gain clarity, reduce stress, and live with more purpose. If you find value in this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a fresh perspective on life. Your support helps us create more content like this and reach more people looking for personal growth. Let's dive in. Why we get stuck in the small stuff. Think about the last time you were stressed or frustrated. Maybe you got stuck in traffic, had a rough day at work, or had an argument with someone. In those moments, it's so easy to spiral, to let the frustration build, to dwell on what went wrong, to feel like everything is going against you. But here's the thing. Most of what bothers us today won't matter a year from now. Seriously, think back to something you were deeply stressed about 5 years ago. Does it still affect you today? Probably not. Yet when we're in the moment, our problems feel massive because we're looking at them up close, too zoomed in to see the bigger picture. But when you step back, when you see life from above, you realize that most problems are temporary, most frustrations are small, and most setbacks are just stepping stones. And that's where this perspective shift becomes life-changing. The Stoic concept of a view from above. The idea of seeing life from a higher perspective isn't new. The Stoic philosophers, like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, practiced this technique called a view from above. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, would imagine himself high above the earth, looking down at cities, people, and events. From this view, he saw how small and temporary human worries really were. By doing this, he trained himself to detach from momentary frustrations and focus on what truly mattered: virtue, wisdom, and living a meaningful life. And the best part? You can practice this too. How to practice a view from above in everyday life. Here are some simple but powerful ways to shift your perspective when you need it most. Number 1. Zoom out of the moment. Whenever you're stressed, overwhelmed, or frustrated, take a step back, literally and mentally. Ask yourself, will this matter in a year? Imagine your current problem from a higher viewpoint, as if you were watching yourself from above. See how small and temporary the situation really is. This simple mental trick instantly reduces stress and helps you focus on what truly matters. Number 2. See yourself as part of a bigger story. You are just one piece in the vast, incredible story of humanity. When life feels heavy, try this. Picture yourself from space, looking down at Earth. Billions of people are living their own lives, facing their own struggles, just like you. This realization makes our personal problems feel less isolating and overwhelming. Understanding that you're part of something bigger brings perspective, humility, and a sense of peace. Number 3. Shift from emotion to logic. When you're caught up in negative emotions, it's hard to think clearly. Instead of reacting emotionally, ask yourself, what's the logical way to look at this situation? If I were giving advice to a friend, what would I say? Will I even remember this problem in 5 years? Emotions pull us into the moment, but logic helps us see beyond it. Practicing this shift helps you respond to life wisely instead of reacting impulsively. Number 4. Find gratitude in the bigger picture. One of the most powerful ways to change your perspective is gratitude. 1. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, look at what's right. 2. Instead of worrying about what you don't have, appreciate what you do have. When you see your life from a higher perspective, you realize that the things you take for granted are someone else's dream. The struggles you face are shaping you into a stronger person. The setbacks you experience are just chapters in a much bigger story. Gratitude shifts your mindset from lack to abundance, from frustration to appreciation. Number 5. Embrace the impermanence of life. Everything in life is temporary. The good, the bad, the challenges, and the victories. The next time you face a tough moment, remind yourself, this will pass. This is just a small part of my journey. I am growing through this. Nothing stays the same forever. Life is always moving, always changing, And when you truly understand this, you stop holding on to stress and start embracing life as it comes. Final thoughts. Shift your perspective. Change your life. Most of the things we stress about today won't matter in the long run. The traffic, the deadlines, the small frustrations, they are just tiny details in the vast landscape of our lives. When you practice a view from above, you gain the ability to detach from unnecessary stress. See the bigger picture and focus on what truly matters. So here's my challenge to you. The next time life feels overwhelming, take a step back, zoom out, see your situation from above. Drop a comment below. What's one thing in your life that you're ready to see from a higher perspective? And if this video gave you a new way of looking at life, hit like, share, and subscribe for more content on perspective, personal growth, and success. Thanks for watching. Now go out there and see life from a whole new perspective.